Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of the Jenn Sheelen podcast. I am Jenn of jensheelen.com, and today is Wednesday, May 18th of 2016, and it's my birthday. So happy birthday to me. I am here with my co-host, Doug. Doug, you want a cookie? One moment. You can probably hear him bounding up the steps. Hi, Buffy! Come here! You want a cookie? Come here. You gotta sit. Good boy. So this is my co-host, Doug the dog. If you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. You can find me on various forms of social media. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Pinterest. And as well as Ravelry, so check this out there. We have a Ravelry group, a Jenn Sheelen Ravelry group, to talk about the podcast as well as other fun knitting things. So, and Doug the dog has his own thread in there as well. I usually post pictures and various things about him, so he's an honorary member of the group. So definitely check that out. And a note too, when I go to look for test knitters for my patterns, I usually post in the group for them. So if you are interested in test knitting for me, definitely keep an eye out for that. Okay, so the podcast I was listening to today while I got ready was Legacy Knits. And I've heard their name a few times in other podcasts, and I'm like, I should really check that one out. And I'm so glad I did. It is Chelsea with her mom Sue, and the two of them are so cute to watch. I just really, really enjoy it. So definitely check out Legacy Knits. I will put a link to their podcast in my show notes on my website. So if you're looking for anything that I talk about in this episode, go check out my website and you'll see little links all set up for you so you can go check things out. Okay, let's move on to Spinnin' Right Round. Oh, I'm excited for this one today. Yay! I have been spinning. Yes, I have. And I have been talking about this in a few episodes and now it is done. I finished my Fiona pullover out of my hand-spun BFL. All done. Check it out. All done. Finished. It is done. I have worn it. I love it. It is so squishy, soft, and yummy warm. I absolutely love it. It's awesome. Definitely recommend the pattern. You can find it on Ravelry. It's by Pam Allen. Very simple top-down knit in a thick yarn, super fast, and I learned that when I had to knit it twice. So definitely check out the pattern, and I'm so proud of myself. It is my very first hand-spun sweater. Oh, mine. I did it. Okay, so as well as that, where did I put it? Oh, I did some plying too, and I referenced this a few episodes ago. This is from Port Fiber, and let me tell you something. Port Fiber has amazing fiber to spin. I love her fiber. I've bought all different kinds of it, and every single kind that she has, all different blends, are amazing to spin. Such a pleasure to spin. And this one, this is Akan Silk. Can you tell I like gray based on the sweater in this? Oh, Dougie likes it too. I plied this up the other day, and usually when I ply, I let it set on my bobbin at least overnight, sometimes 2 nights, just to get get it to set. Same thing when I spin. I'll spin and I'll let it set overnight before plying. So I did that. It's had its bath. It is delicious and yummy and shiny and squishy, and it's just shy of 300 yards. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna guess it's fingering weight. I don't know if this will bloom. I haven't spun yak before. So I don't know, but we'll see. It'll either be fingering or sport weight. At least that's my guess. Oh my goodness. Casey from Port Fiber. Check her out. Again, I will link to her shop in my show notes. You should go see her fiber. It's amazing. As well as that, and I hadn't put this in my notes because I wasn't sure I'd have a chance to spin it, I've also referenced her stuff. This is Siobhan's Crafts. And these are my peacock-inspired roll lags, and I finally started spinning those. I had a plan for it, and I really hoped that I could spin them fine because I really want to make a shawl out of them. And oh my goodness, is it spinning up? Absolutely perfect. It's exactly how I want it. So it's a little dark on the one side, but check that out. Peacock colors. And she includes, if I can pull that out real quick, a feather with each one. I'll show you the row legs too. Look at these. Look at the colors. Oh my goodness. I can't even. And she includes the feather with it. This poor little guy got a little squished. To show. Oops, come here. Look at how much that matches. I mean, really. Oh my goodness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin this and ply it again so it'll stripe. And then can you imagine like the shawl with the striping of these colors? Oh, I can't. I need a moment. It's going to be so pretty. I can't wait. So I'm so happy that that's behaving and spinning so fine. When I spun it the first time, it definitely came out a little bit thicker. But I think what I did was I set my wheel to kind of spin it a little too quick, and I wasn't really drafting it, and it was just, I was kind of letting it go, and I'm like, no, slow it down, go treadle a little slower, and then ply it the way, or, you know, draft it the way I want it, and, oh, perfect. Yes. Love it when a plan comes together. So I have a ton of that, and I'm sure I'm going to get a shawl's worth out of it. I will be shocked if I don't. I will make it work. So that is what I'm spinning. Huh. Next up, we have selfish knitting. Oh, selfish knitting. I talked about this pattern in my last episode, and this is Oceanbound by Melanie Berg, and I love knitting this. I can't stop. I should be knitting other things. I have to knit my pattern and finish testing it, but I have to keep taking breaks to spin this, to knit this, because it is addictive. Like, I'm addicted to it. So this is Oceanbound so far. Oh my goodness. And you'll notice I could have carried these ends, and she actually has instructions in the pattern too, so you don't have to clip the ends. That was just a personal preference for me, you know, carrying around the shawl with the two skeins attached. I'm just like, it wasn't comfortable for me. So yes, I actually asked for it, did it the hard way, and I'm weaving in all those ends. Ugh. Worth it, because it's just so much easier for me to pick up and knit. I kind of avoid picking up and knitting stuff when it has too much going on. So, and then I need to be in a right setting and all that, and I'm like, this one I kind of want to be able to just pick up and knit, and I love it. And I'm very sorry if you're hearing a little bit of construction. They're building a house across the street from me, so this might be picking up a little bit of sound. So I apologize for that. But I had to film today. It's my birthday. I'm like, why not? Oh, I know what I didn't talk about. So you can see what I'm doing in this. What I did was I am using, this is Done Roving yarns. I talked about that before too. And I'm using that for the garter portions of the shawl. Now for the lace portion, I chose to use my gradient from Bohemia Fibers. And I started from the center, and it's that cream color. And what I kind of like that happened here is that for like the top part of this shawl, all of it came out in the cream, except for this very last part right here. It's a little bit blue. And what's going to happen is I'm going to finish this garter section, and then I believe the rest of it is lace, and that's where the gradient's going to come in. That is going to be so pretty. I can't wait. That's why I can't stop knitting it. I'm dying to see what the gradient's going to do. So I think that's going to be really, really pretty with this shawl. So stay tuned, and I will show you what happens with it. All right. Moving on to Beverage of Choice. I am keeping it a little bit light today because we are going out to a fancy dinner. My friend Shielen's taking me to dinner at a fancy restaurant. It's called Tosca, and it's in Hingham, and it's fancy, and I'll probably have wine this evening. So I'm pretty excited for that. But, so what I'm drinking right now is, this is spiked seltzer, and I love this stuff, and I will tell you why. It's really light, it's really refreshing, and it still has a nice kick. It's 6%. And I'm like, So I'm thinking, like, in a hot summer day, this will be the perfect beverage. So, cheers. Perfect. And I will show you the can. Hopefully that'll pop up here. It's a little bright. Spiked Seltzer, and I believe they are out of Norwalk, Connecticut. And they have various flavors. They have like cranberry, grapefruit, orange, and lime. And what I love about them is, like, I could put a fresh lime in that, and that would be yummy. Or cranberry, you do like a cranberry juice floater. And what I love too is it's not high in calories. I think it's only 140. 140 calories per. Whereas a good IPA, especially a double, is anywhere from like 200 to 330 calories. So if you want to stick a little bit lighter, there you go. And still have a little bit of kick. That is a good beverage to have. So, now to move on to what I'm styling. I am wearing this awesome sweatshirt, and it is from my sisters Brittany and Alex, and I believe Drew was a part of this too, my little brother, so I'll include him in that as well. It says, "We'll knit for wine." How cute is this sweatshirt? And I like that it's like shorter and it kind of goes off the shoulder, and it's really soft and fit. Like, it doesn't have the fuzzy inside like a normal sweatshirt does. It's really, really comfortable. And yeah, I'll knit for wine. I am a wine drinker as well, which is probably what I'll go with tonight. Perhaps a Merlot, or if they have it, a Valpolicella. One of my favorites is an Amarone, but those are stupid expensive. But it's, seriously, you sip it and it's like drinking silk. It's, oh. So we save those for special occasions. They're usually, if you're lucky, you'll find one for $35 a bottle, and that's cheap. Usually they're like $50 to $70 a bottle. So we don't get them very often, but when we do, they're delicious. And those are the kind, like an Amarone, you want to let breathe. Do not drink it right away. Open that bottle, let it set for a while, and then drink it. It'll make all the difference. Just a little tip. I've learned that by doing the wrong thing. I drank it right away, and I'm like, it's good, but had some later, and was like, oh my god, it's amazing. It makes a huge difference. So I'm definitely learning more about wine as I go. But I do enjoy some wine, but I like my beers too. Just depends on the day. You know, it's how I roll. Just saying. Okay, on to tips and tricks. So last episode, I talked about building a knit stuffed animal. And I promised in this episode that I would show you my finished lamb. So, here he is. I put him together, and there you go. There's my little finished lamb. He's a goofy little guy. I love him. And I chose to do my little V for the nose like I do for my other guys. And his little limbs move. See that? And you can't see the strands in there. I tried to do that nice and tight so they held. Same for the arms. I did keep the buttons for the eyes. I did enjoy them once I put them on. And I thought he came out wicked cute. I am looking for a name for this little guy. I haven't figured one out yet. But maybe you guys can help me come up with a name for this cute little guy. Let's put you back up there, honey. See, and they sit so nice, too. That's what I love about them, is that they sit really nice when you sew them together that way. Love it! Okay, showing off. I have a few things to show off that I hadn't put in my notes because I hadn't gotten two of these things until today, because it's my birthday. And see, again, for new viewers, if you don't know, there goes my neck. It likes to turn very, very red. I just get really super excited when I film, and it gets a little hot in here with the lights. I turn red. It's my trademark now. So anyway, what to show off? So my hubby, I love him. He had a birthday card for me, and inside was this. I owe you one baby animal day. I have a love of baby ducks. I don't know what it is, but I love baby duckies. I love to hold them and they go pee, 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 pee. I can't. I love baby duckies. So my request to my husband when he's like, what do you want for your birthday? Is I'm like, I would love a day where I can just hang out with baby animals. Especially baby duckies. But baby duckies and baby bunnies and baby chickens who are wicked cute. I learned that chickens are really friendly. And baby goats. And maybe baby piggies and little lambs. I would love to hang out with them for a whole day and just pet them and play with them. I can't even. That was my request, so my hubby is going to make that happen for me. I thought that was really cute. And then, what is so cute too, so he printed this out, and then what he did was he printed another one without the words on it, used it as wrapping paper to wrap this. It is a Harry Potter postcard coloring book. How stinking cute is that? Look at that. I love it. Oh, I thought that it was so clever and so cute. I love that he's really original when it comes to birthday gifts and gifts of any kind. Is he really uses his imagination with it, so. See, now I'm getting even more red because he makes me blush. I like it. Anyway, back to knitting stuff. What I'm going to show off. These are so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. I found them on Instagram. And this is from Stylish and Stitchy. Say that 3 times fast. And they are awesome stitch markers. And this is from Sheelen Larson. These are a few of my favorite things. We've got a s'more stitch marker. We've got a grilled cheese stitch marker. Beer and a hamburger. I love all of these things. They are my favorite things. I saw the beer one first and I'm like, I gotta go look in her shop because I have to make that happen. And then I saw the grilled cheese and the s'mores and I'm like, bink, purchase. Had to have them. So, Sheelen, your stuff at Stylish and Stitchy. Blah, blah, blah. Here's her card. Are awesome. I love them. Definitely check out her shop. Her stitch markers are super cute. They're really clever too. Put those aside. I may have to brace myself with another sip because now we're getting into what I'm really going to talk about in this episode. So I kind of breezed through the first segments and this one's going to be a big one and a good one, so brace yourself. Okay. This is the giveaway segment. Giveaways. Now, you guys know how much I love giveaways. I love giveaways a lot. I can't help it. And it's up there with surprises, and I love surprises. I love them. So, we have a lot going on. A lot. Between now and December. I mean, some of these are running just this month, or just June, or whatever, but there are a lot of knit-alongs and giveaways going on. So, grab your pencils, but actually you don't have to. Go to my show notes after. I summarized everything for you, so you don't have to write it down. My favorite. Oh my goodness. I am running a jar along with Candy from Pause for Stitches. The two of us are running a jar along together. So what this is we are going to feature a different jar each month, but what we ask of you for this jar along, and it'll run from June to December, is knit any one of the Jenn Sheelen jars each month. And we want you to post a picture of your finished jar in either of our groups or both and tell us how you would gift it. Just give a suggestion of how you're going to gift it or use it. And that's it. That's all you have to do to enter. And you can actually triple dip and go to Jenn Lasand, or BostonJen, from the Down Cellar Studio podcast. She has her 12 months of Christmas knit along going too. You can use it for that as well. Aha! So you could triple dip. You have a chance to win in my group, you have a chance to win in Pause for Stitches group, and in the Down Cellar group. Aha! Not a bad idea, and it's all of them are very quick knits. So the time frame, I'm actually going to pick up my notes because I have a lot going on here. So the time frame is, like I said, June to December. Told you to knit any Jenn Sheelen jar, post a picture, tell us what you would do with it. Prizes will be announced each month, coming soon, and it'll be one winner per group. So, but you have a chance to win in either group, so definitely enter in both. And the only big rule is that you have to be a member of each group to participate. So that's it. So check out our jar along. And I linked to my Ravelry store so you can see where all the jar patterns are, and there are 7. So, and you can knit the same jar every month. It's your choice, and you can enter more than once each month too. So, you knit 2 in June, enter them both, and you have 2 chances to win, or 4, or 6 because you can't. In Jen's, I think you only enter once, or 5. What? I know, it's craziness. Crazy. So that is the jar along. It is my very first one that I'm running. I am super, super excited. Me? Excited? Who'd have thunk it? Okay, so the next one that was running, or that is running, is, I just mentioned her, it's the Down Cellar Studio podcast. It's the 12 Months of Christmas Knit Along, and that's by BostonJen. And I love the idea of this. It's running all of 2016, and the idea is to knit 1 Christmas gift per month. So by the end of the year, you have 12 gifts already done and knit, so you're not scrambling last minute to knit your presents. Love that idea. Totally love that idea. So definitely check out that knit along. And we had a winner in May. I sponsored my Victorian Yuletide ornament pattern, and we had a winner. And I want to say congratulations to Kelly, and she is Mrs. Quilt. She was the one that won my Victorian Yuletide pattern. So congratulations, Kelly. The next one up that's going is the Graduate Your Stash Knit Along, and that is hosted by Kino Knits. Love her podcast. Definitely check her out. Okay, so the time frame is May through the end of June. And the summary, I did a summary of all this, so you can definitely check this out in my show notes. So it kind of summarizes each knit along so that it just makes it a little easy so you can kind of breeze through it and then go check them out if you're interested. So in this one, it's to spin, knit, crochet, weave, or tat. Anything fiber related, using the oldest thing in your stash. Okay? To help it graduate from being in your stash to becoming a finished object. Love that idea too. Do you know how many things I have in my stash from like the very beginning of me knitting? It's crazy. So it kind of makes you dig in your stash and get that old stuff out and give it some love and knit it out. So in that one, I am giving away, it's Knitter's Choice. So if you win, you can pick any one of my patterns for free. So definitely check out her Graduate Your Stash Knit Along. It's not too late to enter. You have plenty of time. So go check that out. Okay. Take a little break. I get a little excited with giveaways. See, I can't even. I love giveaways. Okay. Now, oh, it's another good one too. This is the KAL 2016 run by ACTuallyKNITting, and that's Michelle from ACTuallyKNITting. The time frame from this one is June 15th to September 15th, okay? And in this one, I love this one. This one just really touches my heart. Support a podcaster that you listen to or watch by knitting one of their patterns or purchasing one of their items that they sell. And you can also use a project bag by a podcaster, and you enter that way. I love that. So supporting your podcasters that are out there, and you're doing it in a knit along and can win a prize. Love that idea. Awesome idea, Michelle. Super cool. So of course I was like, oh my goodness, I'm a podcaster. I would love to sponsor a prize. So in this one, you can win my Dream Whisperer jar cover pattern or my Pixie Petal jar cover pattern. Both are being offered in that. So definitely check that one out too. I really have to calm down. I get way too excited about giveaways. I can't even. Alright, the next up, we have the 31 Days of Free Patterns giveaway, and that's hosted by Tiny Knitters, and that is Linda, who is Tiny Knit on Ravelry. The time frame for that is May, and it's a daily puzzle pattern, so guess the pattern, win a prize. And in that one, I am offering my Fairies Firelight pattern, which is definitely my most popular, and I think it's my most favorite. Don't tell the other ones. So check that one out as well to see if you can win the Fairies Firelight pattern. Okay, last but not least, we have the Summer Superlatives Knit Along, and that's hosted by Knit Actually, and that's Becky, and she's becky-kelly on Ravelry. The time frame is just summer 2016, and there are more details to come. She has some ideas for categories, so she's got best use of stash, best yarn, best acquisition, best use of sponsor yarn, all of the above, so she's going to add in more details soon. And I am offering up as a prize my New Horizons Infinity Scarf pattern. Love that. So keep an eye out in her group on Ravelry for more details and see what else she's offering. There's plenty of sponsors in all of these knit-alongs too. So I've touched on the ones that I'm offering, but check out each one. I mean, there's yarn, there's coupon codes, there's project bags, there's so many things that all these people are generous enough to offer as prizes. So check out each one and see what everybody's offering and maybe take a chance and join. All right. Last but not least, what's up with my patterns? All right, so I have been talking about my Starlight Blooms shawl pattern that I've been working on. So last time I was working on my Woolen Rabbit version in the dark gray. I finished it. Look at how pretty that is. And it's shiny and lovely, and it's super, super soft. I love how this one came out. And what I also like about this one is it's got like some darker sections in here, and it kind of reminds me of shadows. So if you're walking through that garden at midnight with the moonlight and some clouds, there's bound to be some shadows in that garden. Right? Right? So I love that. That just really, I was like, oh, that was a happy little accident right there now, wasn't it? So love how those little dark sections just really added that little touch. The other one I'm working on, and this was Fleece Artist in the Arctic Sunrise. I had to do a variegated version. I knew that part of the pattern was going to be lost a little bit, but what I like about it is that it's focusing on the texture. Look at that. Oh my goodness, this one's so pretty. And what I love is that it's really highlighting that stockinette ridge right there. Right? And you do see the flowers. So it's kind of like the sun's rising and it's showing the colors of the flowers as the sun comes up. Another cute little thing I like about the pattern. So you can really do whatever you want with it. It can be sunrise, sunset, midnight, during the day, in spring, in summer, whatever you want. That's what I really like about the pattern, is you can really just make it your own and do what you want with it. So that's what I'm doing with it too. So I have my variegated version. I really wanted that so you could see some in solids and then you could see some in the variegated. Thought that was a good idea. I'm pretty happy with that. I really have to thank my test knitters too. I actually had 5 for this pattern. I usually kind of stick to 3. But because it's a longer pattern, there's a lot going on with it. It's really easy, but it's when you type out something that long, it's really easy to miss a little thing or whatnot. So it was great that I have so many girls working on it. They're amazing. Okay, so I got interrupted for an awesome thing. I just got flowers delivered from my neighbor Marianne. Oh my goodness, Marianne, that was so sweet. And you're going through so much right now. So thank you for that, for taking that time to do that for me. That was really, really sweet. So, and it was actually perfect timing because I had a package waiting for me outside. I'll get to that in one moment. First, I want to continue thanking my test knitters. So I'm going to go back and start over and hopefully cut out the original. So I want to thank Jessica, who is Jessie840 on Ravelry, who has been a longtime test knitter for me. She's been awesome. And Laura Knits PA, she's a first-time test knitter for me, you've been such a great help to me, Laura. Thank you so much. And I love that you were all about stitch counts. Man, has that helped me out. Uli, who is Mommy Knits, and she has test knit me for me before. I have Meg, who's Mighty Meglet, and she actually did, my Flutter by Dreams shawl pattern. And then I have Kathy, who's K Dunn, who has knit a few of my patterns as well. Thank you guys. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your help, really. The questions you come to me with and the things you see that maybe, a little typo here or a little something there, all of that really helps me to fine-tune the pattern so that when I send it off into the world, other knitters can pick it up and boom, go right for it. So thank you, ladies. I really appreciate you. Okay, the best part, and seriously, the timing couldn't have been any better for this, really. And I have mentioned her before, and I will mention her a lot because we are working together on the jar along, and this is Candy with Pause for Stitches. Okay, I have to get ready, get my acceptance speech ready. Okay, Dougie, are you ready? Because you're part of this too. We won an award. We won an award. So it's so sweet. In Candy's podcast, she awards a Sheepie Award to different podcasters each episode. So I won in her last episode, which I believe was episode 3. I won her Sheepie Award. And I believe her husband Jamie actually does this. And Doug is fascinated with it. The little Sheepie Award. Check that out. And look at that. How cute is that? I can't even. Dougie really likes it a lot. I just have to say thank you so much, Candy. I really, really appreciate this. I think it is such a sweet idea to recognize podcasters out there and let them know they're doing a good job. And it just really gave me a little bit of a boost and lets me know that, hey, this podcasting thing is working out. I really like it. And lets me know that, hey, I'm on the right path. So thank you for this. I really, really appreciate it. Dougie won an award, too, from his girlfriend, Addy. She has a little crush on him. This is Candy's lab, Addy, who goes nuts whenever she sees Doug on the screen. sent him homemade puppy treats. How cute is that? With the cute little note. Dear Doug, homemade cookies are way cooler than a sheepie. I love you, Addy. What do you think, Bubby? What do you think? You're gonna have to give me a high five for it, bud. High five. Good boy. That's for you. Oh, is that good? I think he's happy with that. He's gonna work on that now. Anyway, that is what I have for today. And like I said, I kind of breezed through. This was really about all the knit-alongs and giveaways that are going on. I'm so excited about. Definitely check out each one, and each of the podcasters that are hosting are awesome. I really love listening to them, and I think you should definitely check them out. They're fun. And oh my goodness, Dougie. Can you sit directly in front of Mama? Thanks, pal. Dougie. Okay, here, you go right here. Here, give me huggies. Okay, there we go. So thank you everybody for joining us today, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you. Have a good one. Hey, Doug. Are you ready for your homemade cookies from Addy? Can you spin? Spin. Oh, spin. One more time. Spin. Good boy, sit. Good boy.